For years, the promise of AI has been whispers and speculation. But this past month, I dove headfirst into the reality, integrating 5 distinct AI tools into every aspect of my work. The goal was simple: boost my output by at least 20%. What I found wasn't just a 20% gain, but a mind-bending 45% increase in certain areas, contrasted with complete project failures in others. It was a month of extreme highs and frustrating lows, revealing the brutal truth about today's AI. If you're not actively experimenting with AI right now, you're not just falling behind. You're losing money, time, and potentially your competitive edge. Businesses are already leveraging AI to cut costs by up to 30% and ship products faster than ever before. Every day you delay is another day a competitor widens the gap. This isn't about novelty anymore. It's about survival and thriving in a rapidly evolving landscape. The stakes are clear: adapt or become obsolete. But the real challenge isn't just using AI, it's using the *right AI in the *right way. With hundreds of tools popping up weekly, navigating the hype cycle is a full-time job. I sacrificed my own workflows, risked client projects, and spent countless hours to cut through the noise for you. The question isn't, should I use AI? It's, how do I avoid the pitfalls and actually unlock its potential? My experiment involved 5 key players, each designed to tackle a different facet of digital work. ChatGPT for general text generation, Claude for extensive writing and coding, Midjourney for visual creation, 11 Labs for voice synthesis, and Perplexity AI for research validation. I structured daily tasks, measuring time saved, quality produced, and overall friction. My initial optimism was through the roof, especially for creative tasks. The first week with ChatGPT was a revelation for content brainstorming. What used to take me an hour of outlining and ideation, ChatGPT condensed into about 15 minutes. It wasn't perfect, but the raw output gave me a fantastic foundation to build upon. I saw a consistent 75% time saving on initial drafts for social media posts and blog ideas. The sheer volume of content ideas it could generate was staggering. Midjourney, on the other hand, immediately started producing images that would have cost me hundreds of dollars and days of back and forth with a freelance designer. I was creating stunning, unique visuals for thumbnails and website headers in under 5 minutes. The quality jump was undeniable, transforming basic concepts into eye-catching art instantly. This tool felt like pure magic, a game changer for visual branding. Then came Claude. I tasked it with complex API documentation and even some light Python script generation. Its extended context window proved invaluable for understanding larger codebases and maintaining narrative flow in lengthy reports. For one particular 3,000-word analysis, Claude managed to structure and draft 80% of it, reducing my workload by almost 60%. This capability alone makes it a serious contender for any heavy writing or dev work. But wait, it gets even more disruptive. 11 Labs delivered voiceovers so realistic, they were indistinguishable from human narration to most listeners. I cloned my own voice and generated several minutes of audio for a presentation script, saving an entire afternoon of recording and editing. The potential for podcasts, audiobooks, and even personalized customer service is immense. This wasn't just a time saver. It was a professional-grade production studio in my browser. My early results with Perplexity AI were also promising. It felt like Google search on steroids, providing direct, sourced answers instead of just links. For quick research tasks, it shaved off valuable minutes, ensuring I had credible information for my content. I initially thought it would be the ultimate fact-checker, saving me from endless rabbit holes and unreliable sources. By the end of week 2, I felt invincible. My initial productivity target was not just met but exceeded. I was producing more, faster, and with a level of creative input that felt almost unfair. My average work completion time for daily tasks had dropped from 8 hours to just under 5 hours. This wasn't incremental improvement. It was a fundamental shift, almost like I had an army of interns working tirelessly for me. But here's the part nobody talks about. The honeymoon phase abruptly ended with a jarring thud. The deeper I integrated these tools, the more I started uncovering their insidious weaknesses. The hidden costs weren't financial. They were measured in time, frustration, and a subtle erosion of trust. This isn't just about using AI, it's about navigating its very real, very dangerous limitations. Now watch what happens next. The biggest twist: Perplexity AI, my supposed research savior, failed me critically. While its initial summaries were brilliant, a deeper dive into the sources revealed a worrying trend. Multiple times, it cited non-existent academic papers or misattributed quotes. One instance led me to nearly publish a claim based on a hallucinated study that simply didn't exist. The facts it presented were compelling but dangerously fabricated. This isn't just a bug, it's a fundamental trust issue. And ChatGPT, my initial brainstorming hero, became a source of AI fatigue. While fast, its outputs often lacked genuine creativity or unique perspectives. Relying on it too heavily led to a distinct blandness in content, a generic AI voice that was becoming increasingly noticeable. The 75% time saving on initial drafts was offset by an additional 50% increase in editing time, just to inject human originality back into the text. It started to feel like a high-speed assembly line for mediocrity. Midjourney, though visually stunning, sometimes produced images with subtle distortions, extra fingers, illogical shadows, or artifacts only visible on closer inspection. It demanded meticulous prompt engineering and extensive post-processing for truly professional results. The 5-minute creation often stretched into 20 minutes of refinement, eroding some of its magical efficiency. The more complex the prompt, the more unpredictable and uncanny valley the results could become. It's a powerful tool, but not a set-it-and-forget-it solution. The ultimate truth revealed itself. These tools are not replacements, they are augmentations. They supercharge specific phases of a project but demand human oversight and critical thinking more than ever. The tools that truly delivered consistent, positive ROI were those I learned to integrate as co-pilots, not autonomous drivers. This required a paradigm shift in how I approached my entire workflow, prioritizing human intuition and AI assistance in equal measure. So what's the actionable takeaway? First, for raw ideation and initial drafts, ChatGPT and Claude are indispensable, but always factor in significant human editing time. Claude excels with longer, more complex textual tasks, making it superior for documentation or detailed reports. Consider them your ultra-fast, slightly naive junior assistants. Second, Midjourney remains king for rapid visual prototyping and generating unique concept art. But understand its limitations. For client-facing, pixel-perfect work, you'll still need a human touch or a skilled designer for final polish. Use it to rapidly iterate ideas, not as a finished product generator. It's an incredible idea engine, but not yet a flawless artist. Finally, 11 Labs is a game-changer for accessible, professional-grade audio, offering immense value for content creators. However, use tools like Perplexity AI with extreme caution. Always, cross-reference its findings with traditional, reputable sources. Do not outsource your critical thinking or fact-checking to AI. It's a research aid not a truth machine. My month-long deep dive wasn't just about testing tools, it was about understanding the future of work. The ultimate lesson is not about replacing human creativity or intelligence, but amplifying it. Embrace these tools, learn their quirks, and integrate them strategically. But never let your guard down. The biggest pitfall isn't failing to use AI, it's blindly trusting it. Stay curious, stay skeptical. The AI landscape is shifting daily, and staying ahead requires continuous experimentation. If you found this deep dive valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world AI insights. And tell me in the comments, which AI tool are you currently experimenting with, and what unexpected truths have you uncovered? Your experiences help us all navigate this new frontier together. Don't just watch the future, help shape it.